Spun by winds of restlessness, the world pulls many into its storm, but stillness remains a quiet power waiting to be claimed. While chaos tempts the unanchored with urgency and noise, we choose to listen elsewhere, inward, to the voice that needs no volume. This is not retreat, but transformation, a step beyond reaction into quiet command. Here begins the heart of Stoic practice, to become the calm within the storm, the one who watches without being moved. Let the noise rage and scatter. You remain the still point. In this space, you do not echo the madness, you transcend it. Envision the tranquility of standing amid a storm's eye, where the tumultuous world swirls relentlessly, demanding your attention. There, a whisper resonates within, a serene reminder urging you to choose the elegance of response over the rawness of reaction. In the chaos, you find the rare gift of opportunity, the chance to reshape your inner sphere, wholly independent of the external disarray. It is precisely amidst these tumultuous times that your inherent power emerges, not as a means to control what lies beyond, but as mastery over the inner self. Chaos, often viewed as an unwelcome disruptor shaking life's foundations, hides its true essence as a crucible for personal and collective evolution. In life's volatilities, we are summoned to confront hidden fears, adapt, and leap beyond comfort into uncharted possibilities. The Stoics, wise in their timeless perspective, embraced chaos as an unavoidable life component. They advised a view forward. It is a consistent companion urging growth. As Seneca aptly stated, a gem cannot be polished without friction, nor a man perfected without trials. It is friction that polishes character, transforming adversity into a guide through resilience into wisdom. Humanity's inclination is toward reaction, impulsive, emotion-driven actions sparked by immediate events. Yet, to respond is to transcend. It requires deliberate presence and conscious engagement with the world, allowing us to act with intention. This realization is mirrored in existential thought, where Sartre's notion of radical freedom compels us to choose with awareness amidst chaotic human existence. Embracing response over reaction aligns with Stoic virtues, where discipline and virtue lead us to authentic living. Empowerment is, thus, a reclaiming of self-control, asserting mastery over oneself, not circumstance. Panic, akin to a wave, infiltrates the collective consciousness, a byproduct of uncertainty, breeding fear. In crises, survival instincts trigger a cascade of reactions, feeding a societal echo of alarm. Yet a profound truth emerges. Calm, too, is infectious. A singular, steady presence can anchor those afloat in fear, serving as a beacon amidst the storm. Buddhism teaches the cultivation of inner peace as an antidote to chaos's ripples. The Dhammapada describes the mind, unshaken in worldly turmoil, as a steadfast anchor in turbulent seas. By nurturing calm amid panic, you fortify your essence and extend an unspoken offering of unity against the chaos's tides. The Stoics championed the mastery of focusing on the internally controllable. Epictetus, in his Enchiridion, guides us that only our judgments and responses belong to us. Such awareness releases the futile attempt to dictate externalities, redirecting energy to nurturing internal landscapes. Through meticulous stewardship of thoughts, resilience and clarity blossom. This practice renders external chaos as mere shadows, leaving behind a space of calm resolve, unyielding to external intrusion. A rich opportunity lies within chaos, a chance to transform raw emotion into wisdom. Carl Jung, explored the psyche's dynamic interplay of conscious and unconscious elements, revealing that bringing the hidden emotional currents into awareness grants enlightenment. Though complex, this journey harmonizes fragments into self-awareness, empowering you to engage with chaos as a unified being. Serenity, a cultivated choice of mindfulness, aligns body, mind, and spirit in present harmony. Practices like meditation or journaling forge a grounded core, impervious to life's whirlwinds. Maslow's insights on self-actualization illuminate that fulfillment stems not from external gain, but internal realization. Ancient wisdom advises that peace arises from consistent practice, whether in dawn's quiet contemplation or in mindful breath during yoga. When chaos encroaches, these rituals are reminders of an unwavering commitment to remain rooted in calm, centered in purpose. In examining chaos, its fleeting nature becomes evident. Life's transience extends to chaos, mirroring Buddhist teachings on impermanence. Accepting this liberates energy, allowing focus on genuine priorities. Chaos, seen as ephemeral, reframes itself as a transient visitor, relinquishing its hold. This accommodates conscious navigation, directing life's journey by inner wisdom rather than the storm. The modern world amplifies chaos through incessant noise, underscoring the need for an inner sanctuary of silence, an intentional escape from stimuli, embracing quiet as a partner in clarity. Nietzsche's regard for solitude as essential to birthing originality advocates this retreat, enabling authentic response to external clamor. Here, the sage's voice offers wisdom untainted by exterior influence, nurturing responses imbued with depth. Amidst chaos, your calm is a present to others, a beacon offering solace and strength. Aligning with spiritual traditions, your peaceful presence emphasizes interconnectedness. Thich Nhat Hanh's mantra, "Peace is every step," underscores this ripple effect. Every calm action rooted in peace inspires collective resilience. Turning inward reveals peace amidst chaos as deliberate empowerment, embracing chaos as a transforming teacher. It lies not in subduing the storm, but in accepting its journey, allowing tempests to refine and define. Through presence, virtue, and wisdom, peace arises as an enduring choice, not a distant goal. This choice embarks not just on personal transformation, but contributes to global healing, answering the world's yearning for serenity. In the quietude of night, imagine chaos as both a storm and a mirror, one that reflects not just the tumult around us, but our internal landscape as well. Chaos is often seen as a disruptive force, an external tempest that unravels our routines. Yet, if we look deeper, chaos becomes a catalyst, revealing the raw edges of our unrefined selves and testing the mettle of our inner strength. As we confront these storms, the challenge is not merely to withstand them, but to allow them to transform our perception, seeing chaos not as an enemy, but as a teacher offering us the raw materials for resilience. Our reactions in these moments are shaped long before the storm arrives, in the calm practices of patience, mindfulness, and daily discipline that we cultivate. In this lens, we start to see the real nature of chaos. It doesn't steal control, but offers us a harsh guide to composure and self-mastery. It's not enough to fortify oneself only during turbulent times. Real strength is crafted in quiet, deliberate acts of self-control and patience, forming a reliable buffer against the storms. When chaos eventually descends, it becomes a test of the mind's training. Here, the contrast between a trained mind and a triggered response is laid bare. In the maelstrom, the untrained mind reacts out of habit, flustered by the barrage of stimuli, while those who have honed their inner calm remain measured and poised. Reflective thinking emerges from practiced discernment. Such individuals view chaos as a standard trial, a familiar landscape navigated with clarity. As chaos mounts, the undisciplined are swept away by stress, while the trained among us adopt a stance of observational awareness. This contemplative perspective allows for analyzing each situation before choosing a considered course of action. Stoicism becomes an ally here, offering profound truths. At its heart, Stoicism teaches us control over very little but our thoughts, responses, and attitudes. It teaches the tranquility born from focusing our internal locus of control. Here, the wisdom of Marcus Aurelius and Epictetus whispers through the ages, guiding us towards emotional regulation and resilience. Through rituals like premeditation of adversity, Stoic practice prepares our minds, allowing fear to transform into strength and uncertainty into a curious pursuit. Every emotional trigger, every ripple of irritation, carries within it a lesson waiting to unfold. These triggers, once seen as mere nuisances, now become markers identifying unresolved parts within, beckoning attention and transformation. By exploring these triggers, dialogues with our deepest selves emerge, unlocking growth and providing a roadmap to personal evolution. It's this introspection that distinguishes the trained mind. Instead of blaming external circumstances, the trained mind reflects inwardly, viewing chaos as a chance for self-reflection. Composure amidst chaos also demands the cultivation of an inner sanctuary, a space untouched by external disturbances. This space is not of tangible detachment, but a mental haven, nurtured through mindfulness, meditation, and reflective contemplation. Through these practices, tranquility is found, a refuge where the chaos outside loses its grip. In this sacred inner space, control over our responses can be found. No matter the chaos that swirls around us, we can choose the space from which we answer, creating a buffer for reasoned thought and engaged presence. The journey from reaction to response requires the discipline of self-inquiry, a commitment to journey inward, examining our thoughts and motivations. Through self-reflective practices, journaling, and philosophical discourse, we uncover the truths that guide our responses. These practices are not passive reflections, but active engagements with our inner world, building resilience and aligning behaviors with our core values. Through disciplined introspection, automatic reactivity is transformed into thoughtful, intentional action. To face chaos with grace, daily rituals play a transformative role. Simple practices like morning rituals, breathing exercises, and periods of reflective silence ground us, creating a sturdy framework that anticipates challenges calmly. Such rituals ensure we are not strangers to ourselves when chaos arises, anchoring us in the quiet we practice daily. Amid this stillness, we find clarity, grounding us firmly in our values. Mindful detachment from outcomes then becomes another practice in our arsenal. By releasing the fixation on specific results, we engage with life authentically, understanding that we control only our actions, not external outcomes. This practice embodies teachings from Stoicism and Buddhism, rooting happiness internally where the winds of external change hold no sway. Focused on the process, actions are undertaken with values and purpose, redefining success as growth rather than mere acquisition. Finally, in the heart of chaos, reframing challenges as opportunities propels us toward growth. Through cognitive reframing, Problems become stepping stones rather than roadblocks. This shift offers a pathway rich with introspection and transformation, urging us to trust our inherent capacities. As introspective journeys cast doubt aside, self-trust blooms, recasting adversity as opportunity. Strengthened through adversity, we choose to anchor our responses in our deepest values and purpose, redefining how we engage with chaos and shaping the world with composure and integrity. Emotions, in their rawest essence, are integral to the human journey, the winds of our inner world, shifting from gentle whisper to fierce storm. They arise without warning, fueled by the interplay of external events and internal musings, expressing the broad spectrum of human experience from joy to despair. Much like transient weather patterns, emotions are fleeting. They emerge, rise, peak, and fade. Recognizing this impermanence empowers us not by denying emotions, but by understanding their evanescent nature. They are not mere reactions. Instead, they offer profound insights, reflecting our inner state and unmet needs. In times of turmoil, envision yourself as the sky, vast, enduring, and unchanged by the storms weaving through it. Here lies the essence of detachment, not implying a lack of feeling, but fostering a wiser engagement. This perspective allows us to observe the storm without being engulfed by it. Rather than acting on every gust of emotional impulse, the practice of detachment helps us hold space for emotions, like visitors passing through, while anchoring ourselves in inner stillness. By cultivating this quality, we access a realm of clarity unfettered by temporary upheavals, empowering us to respond thoughtfully, not reactively. Detachment is a sacred art of observing without absorbing, constructing a spacious buffer between the self and the emotional storm. Embracing every emotion without ensnarement means acknowledging them with the understanding that they are transient guests. Such awareness illuminates the patterns and triggers woven through our emotional landscape, offering insight into areas that require nurturing or healing. This practice is reminiscent of a monk's tranquility amidst chaos, a steadfast anchor fostering emotional resilience and depth. Recognizing storms as fleeting phenomena liberates us from their grip, grounding us in the profound calm that arises from aligning with our boundless inner sky. Creating inner space is akin to carving a sanctuary within, a serene abode where thoughts and feelings flow unimpeded by clutter. Imagine your mind as a landscape. When filled with emotional debris, it conjures storms of confusion. Yet when open, it transforms into an endless expanse where emotions drift harmlessly. Practices like meditation and mindfulness support this openness, anchoring attention in the present moment. As we nurture this clarity, challenges become opportunities for growth rather than anxiety's shadow. This expansive awareness unveils life not as a chaotic puzzle but as an evolving tapestry, fostering actions rooted in understanding. Embracing emotional dissolution means allowing emotions to rise and naturally dissipate, acknowledging them as temporary phenomena in the vast theater of life. Entrusting this natural rhythm, we relinquish control in favor of acceptance, where emotions find free expression without embedding shadows. Acceptance cleanses the psyche, allowing renewal to emerge after the storm. Guided by this clarity, life transcends the battle between self and emotion, evolving into a dance of fluidity and grace. As we let go, emotional intelligence grows deeper, grounding resilience in an enduring equilibrium of existence and renewal. The teachings of Stoicism offer anchors in life's turbulent waters, inviting us to discern what lies within our control. While emotions belong to the realm of the uncontrollable, our responses remain ours to shape. This differentiation fosters emotional mastery, enabling us to focus energy on our reactions rather than external events. Stoicism encourages virtues like wisdom and courage, guiding us to address emotions with rational thought rather than being ensnared by them. Through this alignment, we navigate the storm with serenity, transforming Stoic principles into lifelines, pulling us toward a sanctuary of rational balance. In harmony, Buddhist teachings guide the pursuit of emotional equilibrium by advocating for the release of attachments. Recognizing that emotions, like all things, are impermanent, practitioners are encouraged to let go of emotional clinging. Mindfulness allows us to observe emotions non-judgmentally, freeing us from their snares. This intricate dance with non-attachment fosters emotional balance, akin to a lotus resting peacefully above muddy waters, unbothered by the chaos below. Hence, peace is not the absence of storms, but the presence of mind within them, shaping an existence rich with transformation and wisdom. Presence serves as the gateway to emotional grounding, a state of being fully absorbed in the now, untethered by the past or future. It offers a sacred space amidst chaos, where peace and clarity prevail. By cultivating presence, we maintain a connection to ourselves, allowing emotions to ebb and flow while remaining centered. This mindful engagement invites both vulnerability and strength, nurturing acceptance of life's transient nature. Through presence, life's journey shifts from chaotic events to a tapestry of experiences rich with learning and beauty, offering grace and honor as we navigate emotional storms. Finally, fear and anger, potent forces, hold potential transformations when harnessed consciously. Rather than suppressing them, we transmute them, fear into courage, anger into productive energy, using mindfulness, patience, and practice. Recognizing fear and anger as catalysts for growth, these emotions steer us toward innovation and self-advocacy. In mastering this alchemy, individuals harness their storms, setting sail toward horizons of newfound possibilities. Emotional awareness deepens through this journey, fortifying resilience and comprehending one's place on the ever-changing canvas of existence. The sky within us remains vast and eternal, a testament to an unfolding life graced by storms and boundless serenity. In the ever-shifting dance of life, where uncertainty reigns supreme, many of us cling to the comforting illusion of control. We orchestrate our daily rituals, hoping to shield ourselves from the chaos that we believe lurks just beyond our meticulously planned existence. Yet, this ceaseless attempt to bend the world to our will often leads us to a precipice of disappointment, as events unfold in their unpredictable manner, indifferent to our desires. We believe that by mastering the external, we can secure our sanctuary. But in truth, we trap ourselves in a cycle of anxiety and agitation. Freedom arises not from controlling the uncontrollable, but from mastering our response to life itself. To possess true empowerment, we must shift our gaze inward to where our true influence lies. It is a journey of aligning with the ancient Stoics, who knew deeply the distinction between what we can command and what we cannot. The external may rage with unpredictability, but our perception and reaction remain ours to shape. Discovering inner harmony amidst the whirlwind protects us from life's tempests, granting us resilience. When we root our peace in internal values, rather than fleeting external affirmations, we uncover an impervious sanctuary within, a place where chaos has no dominion. Imagine a leaf in the storm, tossed and buffeted by every gust. Such is the fate of those who let the external define them. To find direction and stability, we must anchor ourselves in the bedrock of our values. These values serve as the compass in the midst of chaos, offering clarity and direction. By identifying what truly holds significance, integrity, compassion, honesty, we construct a personal fortress, a steadfast inner citadel. This fortress is a lifelong creation, requiring reflection and commitment. But in its sanctuary, we find a stable ground that remains unshaken by external tumult. Emotional sovereignty becomes key in this exploration. Often, we allow the external to sway our emotions as if we were a pendulum subject to life's ebb and flow. But emotional sovereignty means untying these strings. It is not about absence of feeling, but the mastery of emotion, acknowledging their presence without surrendering to their power. Emotions become guides rather than rulers, instructing without compelling action. Like transient guests, they pass through our inner halls, leaving insights without commandeering the self. In this practice, we embrace detachment, not as indifference, but as enlightened engagement. Detachment grants us the ability to observe life's unfolding drama without entanglement in its webs. It delineates a sacred boundary, protecting our inner peace, allowing us to interact with clarity and purpose. With this perspective, the world no longer dictates our internal weather. We remain tethered to an unperturbed stillness. This detachment is freedom, not from concern, but from the bondage of attachment, allowing the external to cease its sway over our inner landscape. The pursuit of inner peace is not a destination, but a dynamic practice, a continuous journey of self-awareness and introspection. It is a process of shedding external definitions of worth and embracing the authentic self, marked by simplicity and presence. Grounding practices such as meditation and time in nature are conduits to this inner sanctuary, steering us back to our center. With each breath, we simplify our mental landscape and quiet the clamor of judgment, revealing a wellspring of inner tranquility. Central to this path is mindful presence, the keystone that anchors our spirit amid life's unpredictability. Mindfulness offers the gift of authentic engagement with each moment, a commitment to the now that diffuses both past regrets and future anxieties. In mindful presence, we find a buffer, transforming ordinary experiences into profound encounters, heightening our capacity for joy and understanding. As we cultivate this awareness, the external loses its power, unable to penetrate the depth of our internal clarity. Self-awareness, like a lighthouse during a storm, reflects our true essence amid chaos. Delving into our psyche reveals motivations and patterns, distinguishing between who we are and the shadows painted by external forces. This inward journey creates a fortress of discernment, liberating us from reactionary cycles and aligning us with our authentic selves. From this space, we find liberation, the chaos unable to bind or control our inner world. Ironically, in vulnerability lies profound strength. Embracing vulnerability manifests as a testament to our authenticity and courage. By acknowledging our imperfections, we disarm the external world's judgments and foster true resilience. This authenticity roots our self-worth inward, freeing us from the chains of external validation and enabling us to engage life with a fortified heart. Gratitude gently shifts focus from external dependency to internal abundance, transforming our perception of life's offerings. By nurturing gratitude, we realign our sense of joy and fulfillment to flow from within, negating the chaos. Through grateful eyes, every moment is rich with possibility, unbound by the need for approval, creating a reservoir of positivity that anchors us firmly against life's fluctuations. Ultimately, we encounter the inner light, an enduring beacon within each of us, resistant to the external world's storms. Nourished through introspection and spirituality, this inner light guides us with wisdom and strength. As we embrace this light, an unshakable essence of being, we align with peace and clarity, transcending chaos and embracing a life illuminated by the truth of who we are. In a world echoing with chaos, the external noise often serves as a daunting reflection of our internal state. It's a contentious mirror, capturing our essence as it bounces back the chaos we sometimes unwittingly replicate through reactions and impulses conditioned by society. This resonance is not a life sentence, but a choice we often make unaware. The world, bristling with fear and blame, entices us to internalize its turmoil and reflect it back, thereby feeding a relentless cycle of negativity. The Stoics of ancient times understood this dynamic acutely. They knew that while we have no control over external events, we hold the reins over our reactions. Their wisdom guides us to break free from this self-perpetuating chaos. By recognizing that aligning with the universe's natural order begins with cultivating an inner peace strong enough to withstand any storm. The essence of transcending weakness starts with understanding that the echo of chaos is indeed a choice, a powerful realization that shifts us from passive participation to active creation. Ceasing to mirror chaos allows us to find strength in silence amidst the clamor and poise amid upheaval. This does not imply a denial of existing problems, but rather embodies a resilient engagement with life's complexities. In this way, we craft an inner strength, not through resistance against the world, but through graceful navigation within it, fostering a serene dignity that differentiates wisdom from mere reaction. From this sanctuary, we can engage with the external world on our terms, buffered by a self-crafted peace. Sovereign energy forms the bedrock of self-possession, a cradle of harmony and self-governance that safeguards us from the turbulence around us. Seen by ancient philosophers as a latent yet universal power, this energy requires deliberate cultivation, a conscious shift from reflexive to reflective responses. It is an energy that stems from being deeply anchored in one's values and purpose. By cultivating sovereign energy, we achieve mastery over our minds, emotions, and actions, existing as serene sages amid life's storms. This journey begins with introspection and small, consistent acts of awareness, reshaping habitual responses to reflect our highest ideals. Marcus Aurelius practiced this through regular meditations, not as mere philosophical exercises, but as daily recalibrations towards wisdom and strength. By embodying such practice, we nurture an unshakable inner core, allowing us to navigate the world proactively with intentionality and grace. Complacency lurks in the guise of peace, whispering false security as we drift idly amidst chaos. Yielding to this seduction leads to stagnation, a quiet spectator of our life's unfolding, subject to external whims. Yet, genuine peace is dynamic, demanding active engagement with life's complexities. Complacency, far from being benign, subtly undermines our potential, lulling us into passive acceptance rather than shaping transformation. This inaction strips away our capacity to boldly face life and expand. Instead, we must pursue discernment, an evolved wisdom that distinguishes when to act and when stillness holds power. Discernment guides us thoughtfully through life's challenges, ensuring our engagement is deliberate and intentional. The world applies constant pressure toward conformity, persuading us to align with its loudest voices and forsake our own. This herd mentality, while ostensibly safe, shackles our authenticity, demanding allegiance at the cost of our true selves. Rising above calls for courage, a fierce trust in one's inner voice, resonating truth amidst a cacophony of expectations. We learn from those who dared to challenge established norms that true progress often emerges from non-conformity. By cultivating strength and upholding personal truth, we break invisible chains and navigate life with authenticity, not merely reacting to the world, but shaping it with conviction. The essence of serenity emerges not from detaching from the world, but by engaging it from a place of inner peace. Non-mirroring embodies a commitment to action rooted in strength and wisdom, exploring untouched internal spaces and cultivating a calm presence that radiates outward. This practice invites deep listening to oneself and the world, allowing us to observe thoughts and emotions without being swept away. In doing so, we engage with surroundings from a place of conscious calm, offering a beacon of inner strength amid life's storms. Such peace nurtures resilience and enhances our ability to connect with profound truths guiding our journey. Boundaries form a fortress for our mind, safeguarding the peace we cultivate against an encroaching world. Beyond managing time and energy, they reflect self-respect, deciding what aligns with our values and dismissing detractors. These boundaries are neither barriers to isolate nor capitulation to conformity, but deliberate assertions of self-empowerment. Esteemed thinkers like Carl Jung championed the essence of defining personal space to nurture the self, fostering authentic interactions free from obligation or compromise. Thus, boundaries protect and embody our peace, fortifying our journey toward self-realization. Transcending weakness involves a profound alchemy of emotion, transforming raw emotional energy into wisdom and strength. Left unchecked, emotions fuel reactivity and restraint. Yet, consciously harnessed, they become catalysts for growth, allowing anger to clarify, fear to embolden, and sadness to connect. Modern psychology supports this transformation through mindful awareness, promoting integration of our shadow self for deeper understanding and insight. This engagement with our emotional landscape refines resilience, allowing us to shine through chaos, not mirror it. Ultimately, inner dialogue shapes our existence more profoundly than external conversations. Reflecting upon this fact, we reshape a quiet narrative of empowerment and growth. Guided by spiritual and philosophical traditions, we nurture a voice encouraging resilience, compassion, and understanding, even in chaos. Through introspection and the shedding of limiting beliefs, we realign with our highest capacity. This internal dialogue becomes an ally, guiding us through life with transformative harmony, where courage and vulnerability coexist. Transcendence is thus an ongoing practice, nurtured in moments of reflection and solitude, each step transforming chaos into wisdom and peace. In this transformative journey, we realize our ability to transcend disturbances, standing not as mirrors to chaos, but as transcendent lights of calm clarity. In the rhythm of our fast-paced existence, there's a silent space often overlooked, a gentle pause between action and reaction. This pause is not merely an absence of movement, but a sanctuary where transformation patiently waits. In the ancient wisdom of mindfulness, this concept is taught as essential. By bringing conscious attention to our breath, we create an inner sanctuary where reflection can flourish. Here, in these still moments, we find the power to choose our responses, turning moments of chaos into experiences of tranquility. This pause is a deliberate shift from the automatic to the intentional, allowing us to see our thoughts and emotions without the urge to act immediately. Breathing in this mindful manner brings us to the present, away from the clutches of past regrets and future anxieties. It's a practice rooted in the traditions of sages and monks, breathing first, moving second, grounding us in the moment. Through this mindful breath, we soothe the mind, calm the storm of thoughts and emotions, crafting a habit not just for turbulent times, but as a routine practice in life, transitioning from hasty reactions to thoughtful decisions. The human mind is often seen as an untamed horse, quick to leap at any provocation. In these impulsive reactions, our primal instincts take control, often leading us to regret. But by breaking the chain of impulse, a profound transformation awaits. Recognizing our tendencies towards immediate reaction, we learn to interrupt this pattern with a pause, like a gentle guide steering us towards wisdom and composure. This practice lifts us from reflex to reflection. Amid these emotional upheavals, the pause clears away clouds to let reason shine through, allowing our responses to align with our values rather than fleeting feelings. Breath serves as a bridge between mind and body, linking our psychological and physical states. In times of stress, shallow breathing triggers the body's fight-or-flight response. Conversely, intentional, deep breathing activates our parasympathetic system, calming us. This synchronicity isn't merely physiological. It's a practice in traditions like yoga and Tai Chi, emphasizing mindful breathing for internal harmony. Breathing becomes a routine for awareness and control, particularly in stressful situations. As we feel the air fill our lungs, our bodies relax, fostering resilience and equipping us to face life with a balanced demeanor. Embracing stillness carries profound lessons from various spiritual paths where, instead of immediate action, non-action sometimes marks the path of wisdom. The Eastern philosophy of Wu Wei, or effortless action, invites us to trust life's natural flow. Through breath and pause, we step into this stillness, not as a passive retreat, but as a space for inner wisdom. Here, we choose not to act until our truth aligns with the time and circumstance, granting us patience and preventing the urgency that clouds clarity. In our diverse emotional landscape, reactions often arise unchecked, driven by raw emotion rather than rational thought. Yet, there's an art to emotional alchemy, transforming base reactions into refined responses. Breathing is the catalyst for this alchemy, offering a pause to observe emotions, understand their roots, and channel them constructively. It's not about suppression, but transformation, acknowledging emotions and allowing introspective practices to elevate them. As we refine our reactions through deep breathing and meditation, emotions become insightful guides, leading us towards resilience and growth. This journey crafts a life guided by purpose, not impulse. Patience emerges as an art of delayed reaction, a skill honed through mindful practice. In an era valuing immediacy as efficiency, patience stands revolutionary. Encouraging conscious slowing down, each breath in this practice urges reflection before response. Patience reshapes our relationship with time, focusing on fulfillment beyond instant gratification, meeting life's demands with composure. As life unfolds in unexpected rhythms, patience reminds us to yield space for wisdom and clarity, shifting focus from rapid accomplishments to savoring life's nuanced journey. Impermanence, a fundamental truth of existence, invites us to let go through breath. Each breath, a metaphor for change, asks us to release the old to embrace the new. By aligning with the transient nature of breath, we cultivate acceptance of life's flux. Every exhale practices release, surrendering control to find freedom. Breathing teaches us to let go, releasing tensions and attachments, embracing life's uncertainty with resilience and grace. It's through this release that we find equanimity, yielding to life's currents, allowing them to carry us naturally. Lastly, synchronicity, perceived as divine alignment, finds its symbol in breath, aligning with life's cosmic dance. Through mindful breathing, a deeper trust in life's interconnectedness blossoms, seeing beyond apparent chaos to uncover underlying order. Trusting our breath fosters trust in life's unfolding, where synchronicity confirms our path. Each breath nurtures ease and confidence, diminishing anxiety and embracing the beauty of serendipity. With breath as a sanctuary, anxiety dissipates, and the thrill of life's wonders takes its place, guiding us through existence's tapestry with calm, reflective. In the labyrinth of life's chaos, calmness emerges as an unexpected beacon, a silent revolution in a world dictated by turmoil. It is this serene demeanor, a testimony to inner strength that subverts the normalcy of chaos. When others forecast storms of reaction and frenzy, to transcend the fray with tranquility is to hold a mirror to the discord, reflecting back the stark contrast between your centered self and the turmoil surrounding you. This calmness serves not as a retreat, but as a strategy, disarming and altering the flow of interactions. Witnessing such composure forces others to pause, caught off guard by the tranquility that interrupts their anticipated storms. In the space between chaos and calm, a new dynamic forms, a shift from reaction to reflection. Silence, enfolded within this calm, becomes a profound tool. Where words might hasten conflict, silence introduces a contemplative pause, a deliberate intention not to fuel the fires of contention. The human mind, conditioned by primal instincts, leaps to fight or flight in the face of perceived threats. Yet, in this modern tapestry of societal pressures, our oldest impulses often falter. By cultivating calm, we reshape our responses, stepping beyond instinct toward a higher understanding. Practices like meditation and mindfulness become allies, fortifying the mind to anchor itself amidst life's tempests, allowing deliberate and clear-headed actions to arise. Through serene composure, science reveals that we uphold cognitive strength, defying the widespread narrative that haste and volume equate to strength and influence. Amidst the clamor of conflict, silence stands as a protectorate, a boundary that shields and grants reprieve. It is a conscious choice to refrain from reactionary escalation, fostering instead an environment where others too may pause and ponder. This refusal to engage in chaos, wrapped in layers of stillness, invites others to recalibrate their reactions, aligning with a posture of tranquility rather than aggression. Calm is a powerful mirror, incisively reflecting the disorder and anxiety cluttered within others. It compels introspection, urging those enshrouded in agitations to re-examine and understand their emotional states. In the stillness you offer, there lies an unspoken invitation for them to find alignment, a whispering suggestion to explore the path of peace you tread. Focus becomes our timeless companion, shielding us against life's incessant clamor. Grounded in calm, this focus channels our energies toward priorities that matter, crafting a disciplined fortress where distractions do not easily infiltrate. Though life persistently tests this resolve with its unpredictable torrents, a focused mind remains steadfast, a testament to the discipline woven through the fabric of our daily practice. To nurture this focus, one cultivates an inner reservoir of stillness, a depth of stability that is less about immobility and more about rootedness. It is a sublime silence, a touchstone to return to, ensuring that even amidst chaos, our actions flow from a centered, intentional place. From this wellspring of stability, calm responses become intrinsic rather than forced. In a society often defined by relentless pace and superficial noise, calmness resists this frenzy, asserting its presence as a formidable yet gentle defiance. It is an act of reclaiming one's narrative amidst the cacophony, declaring sovereignty over one's emotional landscape. This tranquility is not an abdication from the world, but rather a deep engagement with its true essence, a commitment to authentic living over surface-level interjections. Embodying calm as a form of resistance demands courage, a steadfastness that honors depth over distraction, meaning over mania. It is the quiet rebellion that inspires others to also seek substance amid the fleeting flashes of chaos. Complementing this is a profound softness, a strength not rooted in force, but in the confidence of self-assurance. This gentle approach invites a more meaningful dialogue, a quiet power that influences not through domination, but through inviting understanding and mutual respect. Within chaos lies the concealed seed of insight. To approach turmoil with the wisdom of calm uncovers these latent opportunities. Rather than adversaries, chaos becomes a mentor, pouring lessons hidden within its noise. By this practice, life's most profound truths unveil themselves, contained within moments of tumult. Amidst this enduring calm, we anchor ourselves in purpose, a guiding star amidst life's chaos. This purpose, an internal compass, provides steadfast direction, clarifying actions and responses. It steers us, imbued with meaning, merging the internal calm with life's broader journey. Reflecting on our values reveals the intrinsic motivations that propel us forward. Anchoring deeply in this purpose, we navigate chaos with poise, transforming challenges into triumphs, storms into navigational waters, and our fullest potentials into reality. This steadfast calm not only preserves our peace, but also lights the path for others, a quiet yet unwavering beacon standing resilient amidst the storms. In the swirling maelstrom of chaos, a hidden invitation beckons for those willing to lead, to stand firm amid the tempest. Chaos, much like a sudden storm, shatters the calm of our shared and individual worlds, disrupting the predictable cadence of life. It is in these times of upheaval that profound opportunities for leadership unfold, inviting an alchemy of calmness and purpose beyond superficial control. The crucible of chaos tests and refines leadership, shaping character in ways that calm seas could never do. History teems with leaders who have not ascended from the void of challenges, but rather thrived because they stood unwavering amid chaos. They did not allow themselves to be molded by the storm. Instead, they harnessed its energy to propel innovation, action, and transformation. Their legacy is one of resilience, their leadership defined by emotional acumen as much as by tactical vision. Here, empathy and understanding are carved into the leadership mantle. For chaos is not merely an ordeal, but a profound teacher, urging one to explore potential leadership facets that remain dormant in tranquil times. Within this storm, presence emerges as an unspoken tool of monumental importance. It transcends mere physical presence, becoming an embodiment of awareness, calm, and clarity, an anchor for those adrift in turbulent waters. This quiet force of presence projects a stability and assurance that words alone cannot confer, inspiring confidence and fortitude in those who follow. True presence is about being so attuned to oneself and the unfolding situation that it naturally elicits respect and composure, without the need for overt commands or control. In embracing chaos, the wise leader recognizes vulnerability not as a weakness, but as a poignant strength. Traditional views equate leadership with unwavering strength, yet it is the embracing of vulnerability that often unlocks the fullest potential of leadership. Acknowledging uncertainty opens doors to authenticity, connecting leaders with their communities in ways that grow resilience and empathy. Vulnerability dismantles barriers, allowing collaborative energy to flourish, a powerful reminder that it is in the acceptance of the unknown that leaders and their teams find true courage. Resilience becomes the cornerstone, serving as both a shield and a beacon in the chaotic storm. Resilient leaders demonstrate that adversity can be met with grace and integrity, setting an example that reverberates through their ranks. This strength is not about stoically enduring, but involves a deeper adaptability and resourcefulness. By maintaining emotional balance, these leaders navigate decisions with foresight, anchoring their strategies in long-term goals, avoiding the snares of reactive impulses. In the dance with chaos, adaptability emerges as essential, charting the way to innovation and progress. When certainty crumbles, leaders who embody flexibility and resourcefulness can pivot gracefully, ensuring continuity even when plans falter. It is an eloquent reminder that changing circumstances do not call for abandoning direction, but adjusting the sails to harness new winds. Amid this adaptability, the leader fosters growth, inviting innovation by breaking free from aged norms and rigid constraints, nurturing a culture of possibility and renewal. Trust, too, becomes a vital thread, weaving connectivity and strength within leadership. When uncertainty looms large, the cohesive force of trust nurtured through transparent communication and genuine care for well-being solidifies bonds, aligning diverse energies toward a common purpose. Such trust relies on active listening, valuing the contributions of all, and cultivating a community where integrity thrives. As trust solidifies, it blossoms into collaboration, transforming individual strengths into a collective force, unified in navigating the chaos together. Guiding through chaos demands a vision and purpose as guiding beacons, illuminating the path when the way forward is wrapped in shadows. This vision, harmonizing with core values, becomes more than a guide. It acts as a rallying point amid turmoil, generating hope and steadfast progress. It draws energy back to long-term aspirations, prompting purposeful actions even when immediate outcomes remain uncertain. Amid these considerations, patience stands in balance with action. While decisive moves are critical, indiscriminate haste can compound chaos. Thus, mindful patience becomes an ally, affording the time for reflection and ensuring measured strategic action. This proactive engagement nurtures a space where complexity can be woven into understanding, allowing the leader and their allies to stride purposefully through challenges, fortified by discernment and resolve. In every chaotic engagement, true leadership remains attuned to humanity. Recognizing the emotional landscapes navigated by their teams, leaders offer reassurance, creating environments of safety and authentic expression. Compassion leads here, establishing holistic leadership, where empathy and kindness guide through the storms. This recognition of the human element not only encourages resilience, but transforms adversity into an opportunity for healing and growth, reminding all involved that within chaos lies a fertile ground for transformation and renewal. Through these practices, chaos ceases to be merely chaotic, instead becoming a fertile garden where the seeds of evolution and triumph are sown. In a world bustling with relentless movement and ceaseless noise, the quiet power of stillness often remains hidden, overshadowed by the glorification of perpetual action and reaction. Yet, stillness is not mere inactivity. It is a profound state of intentional inaction, emerging from a deep well of inner peace and clarity. It signifies a conscious choice to conserve energy for battles that truly matter, aligning actions with purpose rather than impulse. As Epictetus wisely noted, it's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. Through the practice of stillness, we learn to observe chaos without being engulfed by it, allowing us to act thoughtfully when the moment calls. This stillness offers a unique lens through which to view the world's unfolding dramas, enabling us to pause and reflect before engaging. While society clamors for immediate responses, stillness allows us to cultivate insight, replacing automatic reactions with mindful consideration. It is an anchoring presence that allows reason to guide us, grounding us amidst life's storms. In stillness, there is humility and depth, a recognition of simplicity's power amid the world's complexity. Life presents a constant chess game with endless moves and counter-moves. Not every piece needs to be played at every opportunity. Here lies an invaluable lesson in discretion and strategic patience, extending the art of non-reaction. Choosing battles wisely means recognizing that engaging in every conflict scatters our energy. Seneca observed that true strength lies in discerning when to fight and when to refrain, knowing which battles deserve our engagement and which do not. This choice for strategic engagement preserves our vitality and aligns our efforts with meaningful outcomes, not just endless skirmishes. In our modern age, flooded with information and stimuli, the ability to separate the vital from the trivial becomes crucial. Restraint allows us to engage only in battles that resonate with our core values and purpose. It is not about avoiding conflict, but embracing self-awareness and understanding the impact of our choices on our well-being. By resisting impulsive reactions, we maintain our purpose and keep our energy focused on what genuinely matters. Detachment, often misunderstood as aloofness, is a key to clarity and freedom. Buddhism emphasizes detachment as liberation from desire and aversion, allowing the mind to function with wisdom. Detachment lets us view situations unclouded by emotional turbulence, enabling balanced decisions. It advocates an internal release, where emotional responses are tempered by reason. Marcus Aurelius urged us to embrace impermanence, focusing on what we can control, our thoughts and reactions. In detachment, we transcend the immediate chaos, discovering that true mastery lies in managing our response not controlling the external world. Practicing emotional economy means recognizing that our emotional resources are finite. Engaging in careful allocation of emotional effort protects our well-being and sharpens focus. Like a gardener nurturing a garden, we must invest emotional energy prudently. Emotional economy aligns with resilience, prioritizing significant emotional responses over fleeting disturbances. In essence, it values our inner lives, ensuring that when we engage, it is intentional, not merely reactive. In life's cacophony, the strength of silence emerges as a powerful tool for maintaining inner peace. Silence, often mistaken for inaction, invites reflection and transformation. It creates space for introspection, offering a refuge amidst external clamor. Far from passive, silence is a deliberate act, a pause to reflect deeply and align with inner truths before engaging the world. As Lao Tzu suggests, silence can be a source of strength, fostering clarity and presence. In silence, we confound those accustomed to noise and haste, breaking patterns and allowing clarity to surface, offering a pathway to meaningful dialogue and action. At the heart of non-reaction lies inner control, a state of sovereign resilience over thoughts and emotions. This control requires a disciplined awareness that resists letting circumstances dictate emotions. Both Stoicism and Buddhist teachings advocate for this mental discipline, which liberates us from unexamined habits and compulsive reactions. Through inner control, we become architects of our response to life, engaging with purpose, not compulsion, building a fortress of peace that stands firm, regardless of external chaos or internal discord. Non-attachment, central to many philosophical traditions, involves engaging life without becoming bound by its transient nature. This approach enriches our experiences by fostering acceptance and fluidity amidst change. Non-attachment does not diminish life's vibrancy. It empowers us to love and create deeply, free from the chains of expectation. It teaches resilience through letting go, encouraging clarity and grace in each moment. Between life's stimuli and our instinctive responses lies a space, a potential pause that shapes our path forward. Viktor Frankl illuminated this concept, highlighting our power to choose our response in this pause. This awareness transforms reactions into conscious actions, aligning with true values and intentions. By mastering this pause, we turn chaos into a catalyst for growth, fostering personal evolution. Finally, patience, a subtle yet potent force, underpins non-reaction, providing endurance and refining our understanding of growth. Embracing patience transforms waiting into presence, unveiling insights and clarity. It invites us to appreciate life's subtleties and trust in the process of growth, nurturing transformation over time. Patience embodies a commitment to living intentionally, navigating life with grace and wisdom. Integrating these principles, the art of non-reaction becomes a living practice, a tapestry of intentional pauses and thoughtful engagements that guide us toward intentional living and open-hearted wisdom. In the often chaotic dance of life, the world whirls around, restless and unsatisfied. Yet within you, there exists the potential for a profound center of calm, an eternal flame amidst the swirling currents. This stillness is not passive. It is a living, breathing presence that must be cultivated through discipline and mindfulness. Like tending to a garden, this inner tranquility requires care and attention, growing slowly but firmly like the roots of an ancient tree. Just as the Stoics wisely taught, This calmness is born from within, anchored not in the caprice of external conditions, but in the virtues we embody. As you engage with this journey, daily practice and reflection turn the abstract nobility of stillness into the living soul of a sage, transcending chaos by nurturing an unwavering presence that stands firm in the storm. To embrace this tranquility is to shift focus from the cacophony of the world to the serene silence within. Here, the teachings of Stoicism and Buddhism gracefully intersect, suggesting that peace is not about eliminating turmoil, but mastering the mind amidst it. This mastery requires navigating life's unpredictability with a fortified spirit, and doing so with wisdom drawn from both ancient and mystical insights. It is through understanding and reclaiming our center that we become beacons of calm in a turbulent world. This journey is a return to the self, a consistent practice of attending to the dynamic core of one's being, surrendering the urge to control the outside and instead nurturing the sacred space within. Equanimity, often seen as a distant ideal, is better understood as an art woven into the noise of everyday life. It's the grace with which we respond rather than react to life's chaos, crafted through mindfulness and intentional living. Mindfulness sharpens our awareness, allowing us to observe thoughts and emotions as transient clouds against the sky of our consciousness. Journaling becomes a sacred act that mirrors the inner state, capturing the whispers of memory and doubt alike. These practices promise not perfection, but a more centered existence, a life where peace is a deliberate choice. Rituals infuse the commonplace with intention, grounding us with simple acts like witnessing a sunrise or savoring a quiet cup of tea, becoming the foundation upon which we stand amidst the rush of modern life. Through these efforts, your peace extends beyond yourself, weaving tranquility into the collective fabric of life. Resilience is the backbone of inner calm, transforming adversity into a forge that shapes character. Drawing from the teachings of Epictetus, we are reminded that our response to events, not the events themselves, defines our path. Viewing challenges as opportunities for growth and developing adaptability and perseverance builds a resilient mindset marked by an agile spirit. A key to this resilience is emotional regulation, acknowledging emotions as fleeting waves, allowing us to ride them gracefully. Grounded in Stoic wisdom and modern insight, we integrate life's trials into a broader narrative, seeing them as stepping stones rather than obstacles, and in doing so, we shape our destiny with calm assurance. Yet calmness, while virtuous in thought, only transforms when embodied in action. The mundane offers us the stage to radiate peace, be it in conversations, gestures, or simple coexistence. The world's noise is inevitable, but in choosing grace, we bridge the gap between intention and action, which ripples outward, influencing collective consciousness. This means seeing every challenge, every interaction, as a chance to express your cultivated calm, and in doing so, influencing those around you through acts of deep listening, kindness, and acknowledgement of shared humanity. In this, you become a true ambassador of tranquility, not by stepping back from the turmoil, but by moving through it with a spirit of benevolent endurance. In balancing detachment and engagement, calmness thrives. Detachment frees us from the uncontrollable, a discernment found in Stoic traditions, while engagement requires a thoughtful interaction with life, not a draining immersion. Aligned with purpose and clarity, we embrace life's challenges and cherish connections without losing ourselves, creating harmony through our actions. This balance ensures that we become co-creators of peace, firmly rooted in the delicate tension between freedom and passion. Ultimately, calmness is not a quest for control, but an embracing of life's unpredictable flow. Letting go of control, as the Stoics teach, shifts focus from futile grasping to wise acceptance, unveiling a profound release and lasting peace. It is an art of surrender, guiding us toward liberation by trusting in life's unfolding mysteries. Patience becomes our ally in this journey, stretching our perception of time and nurturing insight, teaching us that true progress respects its own rhythm, and the journey itself is the destination. As you embody this inner calm, your influence extends beyond yourself, creating a ripple toward community and environment, fostering unity through gentle power. Choosing peace is liberating, transcending reactionary living and anchoring in authentic stillness, and it requires courage and intention, yet gifts freedom. This choice guides others, offering a testament and legacy of tranquility for future generations who will look to our examples. Thus, we arrive at the quiet culmination of this journey, a timeless whisper urging you to hold this peace, not just for yourself, but as a living legacy. In becoming the calm you wish the world had, you offer a silent yet powerful gift, inspiring others to pursue this sacred path. Let this video echo within you, guiding your return to center whenever the world calls. If this journey resonates with you, and you seek further exploration of such meditative philosophies, kindly like and subscribe for more serene reflections.